Hey guys, Wanderless73. I'm here in my home office getting set up for doing a little bit of, I guess, gear porn. Check my loadout for the Isle Royale trip I got coming up. Get some weights around this, give people an idea of what I'm doing, and maybe get some feedback on what other people would be doing. That's great. We'll kind of do it in 3 sections. We'll look at the camera gear, food. I've got some spreadsheets around what I put together for food, how I figured out how many calories a day for me. Again, hopefully useful to other people. And then we'll take a look at just the raw camping gear, right? Tent, sleeping bag, cooking gear, all that good stuff. And get it all into this pack here at the end and weigh it up and see what sort of load we're walking out the door with. All right, so let's start by adding up, we'll call this documentary gear. Batteries. In addition to the battery that's already in the SLR, 2 additional Canon batteries. Camcorder batteries, these are large knockoffs. There's one in this camera already, taking the additional large one. This is the OEM Sony that comes with the camera. So 3 batteries total for the video camera. I've got a real cheap USB charger I was able to find on Amazon. Don't use the GoPro much for anything but time lapses, and I like to use it quite a bit for time lapses. I like time lapses, they're cool. Got the skeleton case on the back right now, bringing the waterproof backing as well. I don't know if you're like me, but somehow by buying accessories, I end up with like 20 of these cases for this thing. So bringing the extra battery, there's one in there, and then a charger, again, to charge those up. Juice, to recharge all those, 2 10,000 milliamp hour Anchor battery cases, battery chargers. A little carrying case chock full of SD memory cards and the mini SDs. So in that bag, we've got 2 pounds, 12 ounces, 12 3/4 ounces, 1 kilogram, 271 grams. I've already weighed the video camera with the big extended battery in it. It's dead on 350 grams. The camera itself, always, you know, the big mental battle with yourself. What lenses should I bring? I don't want to miss any possible shot. So you can either cripple yourself, bring in a 50-pound bag of glass, or kind of set yourself a challenge, or at least define the limits of what it is you're setting out to do. What I am interested in doing are 2 things. One, 3 things actually. Some nice landscape shots. And then at night, weather permitting, I hope to get some nice star shots. Milky Way over the horizon sort of deals. The ultra wide lends itself particularly well to that, the 16mm side of the 16-35. And then if we get super duper lucky, maybe we catch some aurora at night, so that would be cool as well. That plus my other lens sits in a ribs pack. The other side of this then, the camera goes in one of these. On the other side I've got a 100mm macro lens, so that's the other lens I've decided to bring. I think there's going to be some cool, I guess call it flora, around as I hike. So I just thought that'd be kind of different, right? I don't usually take a macro with. There are 2, I want to say 82mm filters for the ultra wide, for the 16-35. Always bring a polarizer if you're shooting outside. Gotta have the polarizer, and then I bring a graduated neutral density filter. 6 pounds, 1 1/8 ounce for the camera, the ribs pack, the other lens and those accessories. 2 kilograms, 755 grams. The other pieces of gear to throw on here then, little flexible tripod. Use this with the GoPro. You can see the tripod mount was on the bottom of the GoPro. And then if you've seen my other videos, you've seen the tripod I use with my camera. This does a great job. It can hold the DSLR with the 7200 mounted on it, no problem. Very stable, very lightweight. Let's start with the sleep gear. I'm a ground dweller, so it's a tent for me. Copper spur, 1 man, 1 person. Sleep in that. Sleep on this, which would be a Thermarest Pro Light pad. But it said Thermarest on the sack. There you go. All right, so that comes in its own handy little sack. Thermalite Fabric Reactor Extreme. Now I don't know if it's as extreme as advertised. You know, what do they say? It adds 15 or 20 degrees or something crazy. You know, I don't even know how you would measure that, but it certainly keeps me warmer. It's also much easier to wash this if I'm slipping in and out of the thing in dirty trail clothes than it is to wash sleeping bags. My bag then is just a synthetic Mountain Hardwear 34-degree bag. Cooking system. This little bowl I just use for eating my oatmeal out of. It's a lot easier to clean oatmeal out of this doodad than it is out of a titanium pot. An MSR Wind Pro, I think this is. I am bringing my titanium cup and pot and get it out of here. I'll admit to being a little bit paranoid. I'm on an island. The visitor center and supply stores are closed for the season. So I'm bringing a large can of fuel, and then I have a partial from another trip that I'm bringing just as kind of a backup. Lighter, boiling pot. This is just a titanium 750 ml pot, and a little cup for the bottom. Sits on there. Right, everyone's favorite no-weight spoon. A couple of dirty bags, the ones that come with the Sawyer 2-liter platypus bag for clean, backflush syringe, and then the filter itself. All right, miscellaneous odds and ends. DeLorme InReach, my watch, knife, paracord, map, compass, pack cover, headlamp. Had this headlamp for many years. It's a black diamond. I don't know what model it is. Toiletry kit. So, basic necessities, right? This is flint and steel, so alternative fire source. I wear contacts, so contact use case, spare contacts, little thing of deodorant for when you get back around people. Hand sanitizer, little mirror, signal mirror, partial roll of toilet paper for, well, hopefully you know what toilet paper's for. Moleskin for the sore feet. I have had to use that once in a while, it works well. Microfiber towel. What else is in here? Glasses case. I'm pretty much blind as a bat without contacts or something. This would be the or something. First aid kit. Like a lot of people, I'm of the mind that if I need more than some bandages and maybe a sterile wipe, then I'm hitting that button on the DeLorme. Advil, another lighter, a little multi-tool I've had for a long time, bandages and sterile wipes and things like that. Camp flip-flops, hat and gloves, raincoat, puffy coat. I've got a dry sack here. What goes in here besides what's in here then is that green bag full of, what do we call it? Documentary accessories, batteries, all that other, the electronics. What's in here right now is basically just a second set of clothes. If I get soaking wet, I want something dry to change into. So it's just another pair of hiking pants, another synthetic workout shirt, another pair of socks, and then another pair of synthetic underwear. 5x7, 3mm, cheap Home Depot tarp. So that is the, whatever, the main camping backpacking sort of gear. Okay, let's talk about food. A lot of people ask, I've seen a lot of people ask, you know, how they figure out how much food to take. I know because I track it, because it's something I do and have done for years. I know how many calories I eat per day when I'm doing my regular routine, right? So 2,500 calories for me is what I need just day to day. When I eat that much, I stay the same weight, okay? So I don't think hiking on Isle Royale is going to be like, you know, mountain hiking or anything, and the routes I've planned out are only about 9 or 10 miles a day. So I'm going to figure I need maybe 50 calories a mile on top of my usual caloric intake, and that's what I'm shooting for, roughly 3,000 calories a day. Now I'm going to be getting to the island Sunday around lunchtime. That leaves Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for the full complement of food, right? So I have 3 packets of oatmeal for breakfast. I've got trail mix for a snack. In the morning, coffee. I love coffee. You gotta have coffee. For lunch and snacks on the other end of the day. Lunch is kind of a lunch on the go affair, so some turkey sticks just for a little bit of extra protein. This is all really hard carb and fat heavy stuff. Little snack packs that have like peanut butter or almond butter, and these are banana chips or some pretzels in there. Protein bar / granola bar sort of deal. Can't really make it out, but there are some chocolate squares in there. Real high calorie for the weight, real good calorie to weight ratio. For dinners, I'm easy. I just go with the Mountain House. So I need dinner Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I should not need dinner on Thursday. However, I have an extra dinner and I have a couple of extra snacks because it's not unheard of that the weather on Lake Superior will take a turn and you'll get stuck there for an extra day. Hopefully not more than an extra day. But nonetheless, if I do get jammed up and stuck there for an extra day, you know, it would make it a little bit less miserable if I weren't hungry at the same time. So extra dinner, extra snack. If it goes out to 2 days, then I guess the second day is just really gonna suck because I'm gonna be hungry and pissed that I'm stuck on an island. Okay, we're zeroed. We've got the, call it the breakfast snacks bag, lunch. Let's see if I can get this to balance on there. Okay, so that's total food load, yeah, so 8 pounds, 1.5 ounces, so probably subtract out the bags, looking at about 8 pounds of food for 5 days, not quite 5 days, probably four real days of eating. Okay, so that's the down and dirty YouTube packing job. Now here I am, holding everything, 197.4. So that's me before the bag. The scale zeroed back out. Alright, so bag on my back. 197.4, 35.6, so 35, 37, a little over 37 pounds, a little under 38 pounds, 235.6. I would do a separate video, go over some of the stuff, some of the tools I use to kind of get the logistics worked out, and maybe it can help someone else put a trip together in the future.